What's happening, people? We're back at it again. Um, Today I was actually gonna post and show you guys me working on perspective, but I was struggling with it a lot today. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I was working with. So I was working in first. Obviously, this is first perspective, second, and I was really struggling with third because I was trying to figure out exactly with like vanishing points, for example. But we'll get there when we get there. So first off, um, obviously not the best first person perspective. I would say this is meant to be like a wall right here, and then this is like the door. You will say, but I was trying to kind of incorporate um, different stuff. So perspective, I was trying to see if I can, just start putting the body together as along with it. So I was just kind of mixing different things. Terrible shading right here. It's not really meant to be anything. So I was kind of working on that. I hope it kind of gives that illusion of perspective, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But it all came out kind of cool. I was starting to change up exactly how I draw hands a little bit. So beforehand, it was really like circles, and I kind of wanted to incorporate like actual shapes with it. So more like mittens, I would say, for example, if I can actually draw them this time, because every single time I draw on camera, it's like nothing comes out right. But um, yeah, actually, let me just draw kind of like a basic one. So obviously, it's the hand. So yeah, kind of like this. This is like the kind of hand I'm using a little bit, and it's pretty good for like fingers, right? It gives like the correct shape of how the fingers are. So I'm trying to like incorporate that a little bit, but not exactly to a T. Um, Kind of changed up how I use feet as well, but yeah, it's a little stuff. So I was trying to work on first person perspective, and then moved on to second one. So this is obviously a reference from the Do It the Marvel Way from that book. So I try to copy it. And honestly, I would say this is probably the smoothest one I did. So I think even from now on, like I know draw however you can, but I really do prefer using a ruler. Um, I don't know why exactly, just it worked for everything. Whenever I started using a ruler, it was smooth. Like I mean, on the occasion I might just try to do it from my imagination or try to just do my own lines, but I prefer using a ruler. But yeah, stuff came out clean. I kind of wanted to change up a little bit, try to be a little bit more experimental with it a little bit. So started adding like slants, that sort of stuff. And I was trying to draw a car in here like they did in the book. Now the hardest part for me was of course the wheels, and I don't know exactly if you guys can see it exactly the way I do, but the wheels. Oh yeah, here goes a little DreamWorks dude. Please don't sue me either. But yeah, I was trying to draw the wheels, so I was trying to do that circle method. Zach Mercury, I know. I'm still working on it. Trust me, I'm still working on it, getting there. But yeah, kind of working on these a little bit, trying that. Obviously, these didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, but I was like, okay, they're cool for now. I'm still working on it though, obviously. So this is actually the easiest one so far. It's really just simple. You just draw your line. You have your vanishing or your eye viewpoint line, and then obviously you just draw the lines connecting them, and then it really also depends on the angle of the shape too. So I mean, obviously one is for the right side, the other's for the left side, but your vanishing point can be right here, and then you can have one that's also like right here. They don't have to be exactly parallel to each other. I just prefer doing it that way, but of course, when I get a little bit more crazier with the drawings, as you'll see in the upcoming 3-point perspective ones, that's not necessarily gonna be the case for everything you draw. So and I started off with 3-point perspective. I hope you guys can see that. At first, I was trying to copy one of the drawings that the book had, and it didn't exactly come out the way I wanted it to. So I was like, okay, how they do it, right? So I was looking at like how the lines were. You can kind of see like one vanishing point was going this way, and then the other kind of seemed like it was going this way, and then of course you had the one at the bottom. So I was like, okay, or the one at the top, however because he did 3-point from top view and the bottom view. So anyway, I was like, okay, bet I'm gonna do this from like bottom view looking up to it. So this was one vanishing point down here. If you guys can, oh, my fault, you guys can't even see that. Hold on, you guys okay, no, you guys can pretty much see all of it. It's just that one, yeah. So I had a vanishing point down here. Boom. Hopefully you guys can see that. And yep. All right. Vanishing point right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And a vanishing point right here as well. So after I got done doing that, I was like, okay, it looks whatever, right? It's kind of basic. Not the best, obviously. So then I moved on to trying out different vanishing points. So this one was different. What did I do for this one? I can't. Okay, so I know this is one of them. Another vanishing point right here. As you can see, I kind of erased stuff. And oh, I didn't have the lights on. My bad, y'all. But anyway, yeah. So vanishing point right here. Vanishing point right here. Vanishing point right here. I feel like I used this one. But no, okay, I definitely used this one. But yeah, so I tried that and I was like, man, these are kind of coming out a little bit funky. So I was like, all right, cool. All right, I'll try a second one. And then this time I wanted to make them, I kind of wanted to do the same thing, like kind of draw it to the side a little bit. And they came out all right, but it's not exactly, hold on, maybe you guys, hopefully you guys can see this one, but it didn't come out the way that I wanted it to. And that was making me mad. So I was like, okay, bet, I'm gonna keep working on this. And I was struggling a lot with this. I'm still gonna have to practice this afterwards. So yeah, perspective is going to be that beast for me. So can't give up on it, but you know, I'll keep practicing on it and see how it is. Afterward, this is, I want to say, the final one I drew. Let me see, yeah, because it was a long day or a long morning. So yeah, did the top-down view again. So this came out a lot stronger than it previously was. I'm still trying to exactly figure out why I'm dealing with this slant, but as you can see, at first I was kind of drawing it from this point, and then I was like, I don't really like it. So I drew one up here, drew one down here, started connecting lines. I didn't draw the arrows this time compared to like the previous, the 2-point perspective, but you know, you can kind of get the gist from it. So I was doing that, and it came out a lot stronger. Maybe one thing I might have to try is I might have to increase the length of where the vanishing point is. Like just probably have it like spread out a little bit farther instead of so close, because that might also be a problem. But yeah, so I did the same thing down here as well. And this was cool. Right, I actually struggled with this a lot more than I struggled with this, surprisingly. So that's the reason you got the help sign right here too. So yeah, a little bit, I don't know, it was a rough time drawing perspective today. I don't know why it was, but anyway, as you can see, I have my lines right here. Boom, all the lines are trying to connect with this perspective. All the lines on the sorry, this is technically, depending on how you're looking at it, if you're facing this way, this would be the right side, this would be the left side. So yeah, all the vanishing points on the right side, all the vanishing points on the left side, if you're facing that way. And then try to be a little bit fancy with it. Well, not this is kind of like a mix of that example that the Marvel one had, and then kind of just me mixing it myself. So kind of did that. Of course, that's the jet that I made. I don't know, I kind of just drew it just for fun. But yeah, I definitely need to work more on perspective, because and mainly 3-point perspective. And I don't know what it is about it, but it's kicking my tail. It is. So definitely will be working on that a little bit more. And I apologize again for not posting a video of me actually like attempting it. I just didn't, I was I don't know, when I got my head deep in it, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm about to just actually try and draw this. But the next video I post, which I'm thinking might be the last video I post for a little minute, maybe like a week or two, give or take, depending on how that is. Just busy with some stuff, trying to get stuff set up. So, and you know, I might just be joshing around. I might still end up posting next week, but or not next week, the following week. But yeah, the next video will be kind of like a fun one. It'll just be chill. So next video will be me finally getting that panel idea that my friend gave me, and I will be attempting it. Maybe not with like full detail, but at least I can kind of draw the figures and make it presentable in a way. But yeah, that will be a full. You'll see me doing the whole drawing process. I'll probably edit the soul out of it because it might take like 30 to an hour to actually draw it, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, that's kind of the video for today. Next video I'll definitely have the word for sure if I will be posting anytime soon afterward, or if I might take a short break. Next week I for sure am not posting. I'm gonna be out with family. The following week I might post, but I more want to get this set up together, so who knows. And yeah, and if I do take like a big week, oh yeah, trust me, it's gonna be like a heavily edited video, you know, whole comeback thing or whatever, but we'll get there when we get there. But anyway, yeah, this is the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and can't wait for you guys to see the next video. Stay well and stay blessed. Peace.